Greetings and salutations, all of you wonderful people, and welcome to the Reading Epic Threads live stream, 7:43 p.m., May 26th, 2021, Central Standard Time. It is a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much for continuing to bear with me while I get a little bit better every single day. I'm feeling excellent today. You may notice that my voice sounds improved over yesterday and the day before. I'm feeling a lot better as well. God bless antibiotics and steroids. Epic Jill, Joe Pappas, JC Bird, Karen E., Susan the Cracked Egglet, Wade Mason, Watson, Carla Burton, Sagacious One, Hipster Cat, and Joe Woodwell, and Juliet Ochiang. How are you, Juliet? So, Michelle, how are you? Michelle Miller's here. So we got a relatively light show today, but at the same time, we've got some really great stuff. So I think I'm going to be able to retire the entirety of my of all of my stuff, all of my docket. So we're gonna really get that going, and then we're going to talk, of course, about those of you who scurrilously haven't purchased your Angel Paste. For those of you who haven't, angelpaste.com, promo code Shapiro. Don't forget to buy it with promo code Shapiro. And then don't forget to put it on your skin, put it on your face, put it on your arms, put it on your butt, put it everywhere. Your skin will drink it up. CooperandFrench.com, promo code Shapiro. If you shave with this, made by Patriots for Patriots. A closer shave, a more comfortable shave. I'll never shave with anything else. CooperandFrench.com, promo code Shapiro. JamesMG at Verizon.net. JamesMG at Verizon.net. These wonderful one-of-a-kind, well, 300 of a kind Q coins. The 17th Information Warfare Division. Nothing can stop what is coming. General Flynn's Digital Soldiers. Q sent me. Where we go one, we go all. Email JamesMG at Verizon.net. They're $10 a piece, guys. Send him your address. He'll tell you how to give him $10 plus $5 shipping, and bam, you're done. It's going to be great. Mountain Woman, Robert Guy, the Sagacious One, Barbara, Bear, Angel Paste, my very own first-time co-host, gave me a little break. We're going to do that again. Probably not today, but sometime when Barbara decides to put on makeup, it's going to be kick-ass. Spirit Fox, Memento Mori, Misty Ha. I know who you are, Misty Ha. It's actually part of her last name. I'm smart like that. What we're going to do today is we're going to start with a letter from our very own Spirit Fox. This is some pretty good foxium, not hopium, not factium. It's foxium. It's kind of a combination of all of these things, but it's very good, and you're going to like it. From Spirit Fox. My friend Patrick, it's wonderful to see you back up and running again. I missed you. Even though it was only a few hours. I suppose it's only fair to let you rest and recuperate when you are under the weather. You do so much for me, for this community. It's the least I can do, you know. I have a few things that I would like to discuss briefly. Well, mention, or maybe just some fleeting thoughts that I would like to share with you. You know that I pride myself on factium. I have that for you. Then I will give you a dose of foxium. Now, bones. This very morning, the United States Air Force posted this on the Twitter. Quote, in the race to master and harness advanced technology, the Air Force is making strides within quantum research, bringing Q-Day to fruition sooner. AF Research Lab is leading the way into the quantum frontier, end quote. That's it. That's the tweet. Now, wait. What? I probably read this 17 times before I said anything in the Reading Epic Threads Telegram group. I truly thought I was a tard and not reading it correctly. I asked those in the group to check behind me. Guess what? I read the quote right. The Air Force said Q-Day. What is Q-Day, you ask? According to the Hill Air Force Base, this is the day that all airmen will have access to quantum technology. This is the ultimate goal of Hill Air Force Base. I'll post the link to their site below for your perusal. I'll probably end up just sending it to Jill. Now, I spent the better part of the day dig-fagging on this, and I'm here to tell you that there is no other meaning, no other language, and no misrepresentation whatsoever. This is exactly what it means. What is quantum technology? Quantum technology, or quantum IT, harnesses the laws of quantum mechanics for building powerful tools to process information. Did you catch that? Harnesses the laws of quantum mechanics. Also, did you catch the building powerful tools to process information part? Okay. Fleeting thoughts. Airmen, Space Force, audit, Starlink, military. I could go on, but you get the point. Now, if pattern goes as pattern shows, the mainstream media will spin this as a QAnon thing, and we all know there is no QAnon. However, we're talking about the mainstream media. So the Air Force will probably come out and say that this has nothing to do with Q, etc., as pattern has shown us. That's okay. Anons, no. Also, remember, the military does not simply put out a tweet without thinking it through and getting approval. The military knows exactly what it's typing without error. I'll leave that there. Now, more bones, but different bones. I'm troubled, Patrick. Deeply troubled. There seems to be some real confusion about the virus from China. I want to clear this up. Stick with me, please, here. Did China release a virus? Of course. However, it wasn't a physical virus. Did it come from a lab in Wuhan? Well, some place has to be the scapegoat. Was it man-made? Again, of course it was. Now let me explain. This virus is called fear, and it's very real to thousands of people. This virus is a coordinated event manufactured by the best of the deep state or cabal or whatever you want to call them. It was designed with extreme precision, carefully calculated. They knew what they were doing. It's the one thing they have actually done right. They created the fear virus, and it worked. The Chinese Communist Party, working right along with the deep state, insert name here, engineered the fear virus. People die all the time from a variety of things, one thing or nothing at all. I'll leave that there. Last, final bones, part one. I don't know about you, but I get really tired of hearing about vaccine. I'm only bringing this up because I just talked about the fear virus, but this is just as important. At stores now, mask signs are down, and in their place are signs telling patrons that if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. Well, this is an open door. As you know, I'm not, nor have I ever been, nor will I ever be a masker or vaxxed. But here's a thought for you. I believe the vax is a placebo, which I've written to you about in the past. Remember, the white hats are in control. Some people forget that. Anyway, did the white hats just give me a way out? Bet your ass they did. I don't have to get vaxxed. I'm not forced. Anyone will see me without a mask and just assume that I'm fully vaxxed. That's right. And no one has the right to ask me if I've had the jab. And I damn sure don't have to tell them if I do. The white hats have given us an out. I'll leave that there. Part two of the final bones. Vax bullshit. Don't shed on me, okay? If you get vaxxed, you're going to shed on me. If I get vaxxed, I'm going to shed on you. But wait, you and I are both vaxxed. Aren't we going to shed on each other? But wait, we've been warned of the shedders, but if we're all vaxxed, we're all going to shed on each other. I don't buy any of the stories out there. They don't make sense. Q said. Logical thinking. We need to do that. And I'll leave that right there. Thank you, Patrick, for taking the time to listen to my thoughts. I'm praying for your speedy recovery. Angel paste for the win, Patrick. It does a body good. Could we get copyright infringement for that, for lifting that? Who originally said it does a body good? This does a body good too. I don't know. I don't want like Tony the Tiger coming after me. Wait, is that Wheaties? What is it? I don't remember. Yes, does a body good. Or not. I don't know. Plant grade food oils. Okay. It does a body good. Oh, one more thing, Mag. Love you, my friend. Teresa, Spirit Fox. Sorry, Spirit Fox. Okay. There are lots of people named Teresa. Anyway. All right. So I'm going to forward this to Jill because there's links in there that other dig fags may be interested in looking at. If I accidentally dox people, sorry about that. There's lots of people named Teresa people. All right. Anyway. I just thought that was an important Spirit Fox letter. Needed to get read, guys. And I think I agree with every word of it. Yeah, I think so. I think I can endorse that entire letter. All right. Let's see how all of you wonderful people are doing. I already have 85 of you here, and we haven't even gotten to 8 o'clock yet. I love that. Okay, so here's what I think we're going to do. We're going to, we're not going to start reading the Arizona update from Among My People until 8 sharp. So we're going to do one more thing. Let me say hello to some more people. You better stop, baby. What's that sound? I don't know. All right. Is he buzzing on Big K again? Bro, I'm buzzing on mad amounts of prednisone. I love me steroids. Okay. I'm going to enjoy listening to this later. Yeah, it's going to be badass. All right, Susan the Cracked Egglet. What you up to? DDQT. Mackenzie Connie. I bet it's Connie Mackenzie. I think some are thinking receiving the vaccine and some placebo. Who the hell knows? Use angel paste so you don't shed. Mary Doe. That should be our corporate motto. Use angel paste so you don't shed. Just start selling angel paste to people who just got vaxxed. You won't shed. Use angel paste. Angel paste. You will not poison your neighbor. All right, guys. We got to do one more before we do Among My People. Oh, from Janie, quick note on Arizona Secretary of State, Katie Hobgoblin. Matt Couch tweeted, I think, is that a tweet or a gab? It's a gab. Matt Couch gabbed, Arizona Secretary of State stripped of duties after trying to interfere in election audit by GOP State House, power given to Attorney General until end of 2023. Katie Hobbs has no authority. And remember, she's done, and she's a Soros swamp monster. So thank you for sending that in, Janie. Now, quick point I just want to make about absolutely everything regarding presidential elections. The legislature of each state has full dictator power over the elections. The Supreme Court of the state of Arizona can rule till the cows come home, and the legislature can tell them to fuck themselves. Very important, and that is true for all 50 states. That's why you got to wake up your legislatures. You got to find out who your state rep is. Mine is a guy named, God, he's got the most forgettable name ever. It used to be Kevin Roberts, and then it became Dirtbag McDirtbaggerson. Texas House District, what is his fucking name? I forget it every damn time. You know what? This is going to drive me insane right in front of all of you. We got to do this. We're going to find, what is his fucking name? Texas House District 126. What is his name? Sam Harless. Now, he voted in favor of the execrable House Bill 3, which in fact does curb overwhelmingly psychotic dictator powers that the governor of Texas has had if he ever declares an emergency, declares a disaster, since 1975. So I got that wrong, guys. There was a law passed in 1975 that if the Texas governor declares a disaster, he becomes the fucking dictator of the state. Greg Abbott is a criminal and a traitor, and he's trying to save his job right now. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that. But I'm getting off point. The point is, find out who your legislator is, especially if you're in one of the states in question. The supposedly Republican legislature of Michigan is sitting around revealing that they're all just criminals. Make sure they know that you know. Your legislature, your state legislature is all that matters right now. But let's get a little bit more out of the way. Okay. So what am I going to do here? We got so much great stuff, but we're really getting close to the 8 o'clock time. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to say hi to everybody again, and then we're going to start the audit update at 8 sharp. Robert Guy, how are you, sir? Barb1957. We got more peeps in here. Boy, I sure wish that I could keep up the Reading Epic Threads stream, because man, that's nice having 7,500 subscribers there. Mar J, good evening. Jerry Coogan's here. Hello, Jerry. Guys, did you know Jerry Coogan's in freaking Scotland? You know how late it is there? It's ridiculous. All right. Guys, we're having a great time. Nobody's having more. I saw that, Enzo. Enzo and I have been talking. Enzo and I are both Texans. So we're having a heart-to-heart about what to do about Greg Abbott. So right now he's doing amazing things that make conservatives love him, like passing laws saying you can't have abortions after 6 weeks or some shit, or a heartbeat law. That's a law that all of us can get behind, making more abortions illegal, making it harder to get an abortion, for the end state of making it a felony to have an abortion or to be a doctor who performs an abortion, aka butchers a child for pay. So yeah, that's good. He's going to be doing a lot of those things. Patrick used up all his fucks for the night. I don't think so, Joe. I just, maybe, you could be right. You're a very smart lady, but you're probably going to catch a few more. Hate to say it. Now, as far as Abbott is concerned, the man sold us to the communist Chinese, sold us for money to the communist Chinese, and for God knows what else. This is a man who knew it was a hoax and implemented illegal restraints against Texans. Although, let's face it, we just have to say that frickin' Texas Act of the Disaster Act of 1975 is completely illegal, unconstitutional, illegal, criminal, horrifying. We can't have laws like that anymore, guys. So we need to repeal those things. But we have to get rid of Greg Abbott. I'm going to beg Sidney Powell to run for governor in 2022. I'm going to be seeing her this upcoming weekend. So to support this channel and to support my efforts, I will be going in just a couple of days to the Texas Patriots Roundup, Dallas, Texas, the Omni Hotel, May 28th through the 31st. Please come and see me if you can. If not, and you want to support that effort, paypal.me/Bitcoin Armada. Okay, Enzo. I think it's 8:01. So, Lynn Maynard, Miss Divine 7, Richard Rohr, if I haven't said hi already. We now, at 8 p.m., the true show is on. Oh, damn. Can't post comments to some destinations. All right. We're going to try this first. Hope I haven't been banned from anything. We're going to go here. Bam. And hopefully everything's okay. All right. All right. I think I'm okay. Can't post comments to some destinations. Have I been banned from something? Oh, no. We're good. We're good. Okay, yeah. I haven't been banned. I'm happy. So I'm going to begin the Among My People audit update for Reading Epic Threads, May 26th, 2021, from Among My People. Hello, Patriots. I am going to start with Media Meltdown, my favorite subject regarding the audits. Last night on CNN, Chris Cuomo his down performance while trying to convince his audience that Patrick Byrne is a no-good doer, while at the same time telling Americans of Patrick's amazing actions to support integrity in elections. How brain dead do they think their audience is? I'm not going to comment on that. All Cuomo managed to do is to red pill some more people. He invested his primetime minutes to show, quote, that Patrick Byrne is a noble man raising money and being involved in something very important for the preservation of the United States of America. Wow. What hit piece logic. Even the most illogical person in CNN's audience must have experienced tremendous cognitive dissonance from Cuomo. He presented, in a bad light, a good deed. It was flat and retarded. More like a promo piece. Guys, they have no fuel because they attack the truth. Cognitive dissonance is the discomfort experienced by someone when two thoughts have a train crash in one's mind. It's the cognitive pain that comes from assuming simultaneously two contradictory positions. I found a post that explains to a total newcomer why they would want to shred Byrne's character. This morning, Patrick Byrne, not me, they don't want to turn over the routers because it will show the votes being switched and who did it. Jordan Conradson of the Gateway Pundit spoke to Arizona Congressman Jake Hoffman about two new important election integrity bills in Arizona, HB 2794 and HB 2792. According to Jake Hoffman, the Arizona congressman, quote, HB 2794 is an election integrity bill and it bans modifying or agreeing to modify statutorily prescribed election dates and deadlines, and it adds a Class 6 felony for violating that statute. The congressman explains, this is important because the legislature, under the Constitution of the United States, is given authority over the administration and management of elections. And so, when the legislature sets a date or a deadline, such as a voter registration deadline or the timestamp for when ballots have to be in by 7 p.m., for example, the legislature retains authority over that. This bill was created for the purpose of blocking ridiculous things we know have happened under the COVID rush, or as Congressman Hoffman concludes his explanation of the bill, quote, no elected official, whether it be county reporter or a secretary of state, should be able to modify that willy-nilly or be able to modify it through what's called sue and settle, which is a tactic used by Democrats to force elected officials into changing statutorily prescribed law. Hoffman continues, quote, the other bill, HB 2792, bans the mass mailing of ballots to voters who didn't request it. This was another highly concerning trend that we saw all across the country, where election officials just mass mailed ballots to voters even though they didn't ask for one. And so, Arizona is saying absolutely not to that. And we're adding a Class 5 felony. So there is a very stiff penalty if an election official decides to go rogue and willfully violate the law. End quote. Jordan Conradson, the Gateway Pundit reporter, asked why Democrats are going blue anon regarding this election integrity legislation, or in his words, quote, I'm hearing from left-wing media, activist media, and all the Democrats that this is voter suppression. What do you think of that? And Hoffman answered, quote, I think it's absolutely false. I think it borders on a conspiracy theory by the Democrats to think that a bill that ensures integrity for all parties, for Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Libertarians, Green Party, you name it, to think that somehow that suppresses the vote or disenfranchises voters is simply false and fictitious. And quite honestly, they should be ashamed of themselves for spinning such wild conspiracy theories. And he ended his observation by saying, quote, radical Democrats like Secretary of State Katie Hobbs and those in the liberal media are spreading outright lies about these bills, which prevent Democrats and their supporters from cheating. What does a New York-based law firm have to gain from pushing back Arizona's deadlines? Why did Hobbs cave to their demands? End quote. So this is what we're up against. I saw a really cool meme on Reading Epic Threads, imported from somewhere, but I don't remember from whom, that sums up the subject of gaslighting. Definition is also given in the meme. So, quote, gaslighting is using denial, misdirection, contradiction, and misinformation in an attempt to destabilize the victim and delegitimize his beliefs. End quote. Basically, to simplify, it means lying, lying, and lying to manipulate a person's worldview and more importantly, to make them doubt their own sanity. That's a big part of it too, and it's very real. In the meme, from left to right, from top to bottom, there are 9 faces with subtitles as follows. Elizabeth Warren with the title American Indian, Kamala Harris, African American, Michelle Obama, oppressed. Below, the next 3, Biden, competent, George Floyd, hero, Bill Gates, scientist, Greta Thunberg, expert. Picture of the riots or city on fire in the subtitle, mostly peaceful, and reserved for last but best. The picture of Rachel Levine with the title Woman. Plus the line, we are being lied to on all fronts. But we are waking up to this horror nightmare. We are starting to spot easily what CNN is trying to do to Patrick Byrne. We notice what crooked legislatures, secretaries of state, county recorders are doing, calling a fine audit fraudit, calling a competent auditor incompetent, calling an attack on the Constitution an effort to protect democracy, all gaslighting. 2. Our favorite president issued a statement yesterday, May 25th. Statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. A new Ipsos Reuters poll, beliefs among Republicans, shows 53% believe Donald Trump is the true president. I always knew America was smart. 2020 election was tainted. 56%. The election was stolen and rigged. 61%. Patrick Gunnels editorializing now. Notice the president said 53% believe Donald Trump is the true president, not should be the true president, is. And then he says, I always knew America was smart. It's a signal, guys. Looks like polls are showing a good portion of America doesn't believe the big lie that Biden got more votes than Trump. President Trump commended Americans for being awakened to see the truth and not be so impressionable as they would want us to be. General Flynn indicated in an interview with Doug Billings that the faction in the MAGA movement that is dealing with false data, like the fake White House idea, the fake Biden, the executions where people believe they were all executed, etc. General Flynn said that we should all refrain from promoting such talk. He called it nonsense. He said to Doug Billings, it's absolute nonsense. People need to stop that. We need to focus on reality. There are legal battles that are continuing to be pursued because of the election that occurred on November 3rd, 2020. And that election had clear, factually fraudulent activity. Misty G wrote, quote, for all the accounts spreading disinformation about Biden being on a movie set, people in Washington wearing masks and that they are already dead need to stop. It makes our movement look bad and takes away from the real problem. End quote. Another important reminder from the general is there is no QAnon. Flynn very clearly asks us to shift our focus to our real values and to remember what America's struggle is and to concentrate on working towards solving our real issues as a nation. We all know what he means when he says there is no QAnon. To tidy up the gaslighting subject, we have it all around us from all sorts of agenda masters, but there is also gaslighting from within the community. And we shall be aware to not fall for it and instead go forward and focus on the real goals of making America great again. 3. In an interview to Newsmax last night, May 25th, President Trump said about the election fraud, things are happening at a much faster pace than most people understand. On the Arizona audit, Trump said, I'm not involved. It looks like they're finding tremendous fraud. The storm has arrived, 17 stresses. The key point for all the liberals and normies is that Trump is not involved. This audit is being conducted by we the people. 4. Arizona's ABC 15 reported on yesterday, May 25th, quote, After publicly expressing grave concerns over Arizona's audit of the 2020 election results, Secretary of State Katie Hobbs, Democrat, was stripped of her ability to defend election lawsuits by the state's Republican-led House Appropriations Committee. The duty was transferred exclusively to Attorney General Mark Brnovich, Republican, through the end of 2023 fiscal year, end quote. Gateway Pundit wrote to clarify, quote, after continual trashing of Senate Audit Republican-led committee strips Democrat Katie Hobbs from hearing any audit-related lawsuits until 2023. Elvia Diaz wrote in azcentral.com, quote, Democrats say the move is retaliation against Hobbs's defense of Arizona voters and that Republicans are blocking a vocal critic of the audit. Democratic State Representative Randy Freese reportedly called the move troubling, disturbing, and quite nefarious. But I include this just to demonstrate how they forcefully push their gaslighting. Patriots responded to the move. Someone on Telegram said, think about the message it sends to the other upcoming states. Another comment said, I am pleading for everyone in Arizona and other states to get involved with the audit, canvassing, or getting recall petitions signed. If you do not get involved, you have only yourself to blame. The patriots who are doing all the heavy lifting are wondering where the heck you're at. 5. Mike Lindell told Steve Bannon in an interview yesterday that he is going to confront Governor Ducey of Arizona and Governor Kemp of Georgia with the questions at the Republican Governors Association conference. Why are they not supporting the audits in their states? And why do they not support the Senate in their states? Mike said to Steve that he is bringing his stuff to the Supreme Court in 5 to 6 weeks maximum, and that he is the air game, and he expects the ground game, which is the audits in the different states, to start falling like dominoes. He said that he has the royal flush card in a poker game, but he is waiting for the perfect timing. This includes the definition of royal flush, but if you don't know the definition of royal flush, it's the best hand in poker. Then today, May 26th, I read a post from Patrick Byrne that said, Mike Lindell was kicked out of Republican Governors Association conference after promising to confront Arizona and Georgia governors about election fraud. Politico reported, MyPillow CEO and top Trump ally was thrown out of the Republican Governors Association conference in Tennessee on Tuesday after Lindell had vowed to confront Georgia Governor Brian Kemp and Arizona Governor Doug Ducey about election fraud in their states at the conference. Lindell said that he had flown in for the 3-day conference, but minutes after getting his credential at the JW Marriott Hotel, one of the event coordinators approached him and said he would not be permitted to attend any of the Republican Governors Association events. Can't even think about confronting them without sanctions. 6. Gateway Pundit reported yesterday, May 25th, that, quote, Dominion blames human error for voting machines mislabeling Republican ballots in a Pennsylvania county. I think it is quite hilarious, but I ran out of time and didn't dig further. Here is the article if anyone is interested. I'll send the email to Jill if she wants to publish anything. 7. An update on Dr. Shiva's lawsuit against Twitter. According to the War Room, this is a bombshell. And according to me, this case is a bit of a complexity and hard to wrap my head around. According to Dr. Shiva, per interview with Steve Bannon, quote, the government and Twitter worked together to suppress free speech. Judge Wolf treats his case as an example of constitutional law and free speech in particular. Dr. Shiva said in the interview that, quote, government and Twitter worked together to suppress political speech. The judge on October 30th, 2020, acknowledged testimony that there was a trusted Twitter government partnership via a special portal through which the government could report on U.S. citizens when they, the citizens, exposed violations of law by U.S. government officials. According to Shiva, the government is telling Twitter what to do via what Shiva calls trusted Twitter portal. We're talking about censorship of political speech, which is the most protected in free speech. And we discovered in this case, it was violated by government officials using Twitter. There is something confusing here. Who are these government officials? Shiva is a self-declared non-Trump supporter. He speaks of government officials in the time of Trump's administration. It is important to find out if he refers to deep state officials in the Massachusetts government at the time Trump was in office, October 2020. And if this is the case, he needs to say it clearly. If this is the case, then I would not say that Twitter and Facebook were ordered to do the government's bidding, that they co-conspired. The basic gist is Shiva, I read about this story. Shiva was posting lots of stuff indicating fraud. And then a government official went to Twitter and asked them, please ban him for exposing our crimes. It's as simple as that. 8. Code Monkey answered our questions from yesterday. He said, if fraud is proven in Maricopa, then that may cause Arizona to decertify. It will also likely inspire other states to do similar audits and perhaps arrive at a similar result. With enough states decertifying, the nation goes into a constitutional crisis. The Supreme Court will likely rule nothing to see here. Move along. From there, it's anybody's guess as to what happens next. I would say the Supreme Court needs to refuse to hear it. They have no jurisdiction. Code Monkey reposted this gem from Jesse F., whose account turned into hidden by the user. How to recognize truth. How can you tell the truth is being told? When Facebook blocks it, Twitter deletes it, Google hides it, YouTube bans it, your government forbids it, and media brands it as a conspiracy theory. 9. Sharp comment from Kanakoa the Great. Isn't it the best when the media complains about private funding for the Arizona audit after saying nothing about Mark Zuckerberg's $350 million private donation? 10. Pepe Lives Matter, posted on May 21st. Anons in 2021 collectively took perhaps the biggest leap of faith that many of us have ever seen. How amazing is it going to feel when vindication comes, knowing that we held the line to the very end? We did it together. I'm ending with more theater made by Pepe Lives Matter, who dubbed new subtitles to the Downfall movie. He called it the 2021 Anon version. 'Tis truly fantastic, and epic thread reading will bring it to life. I have actually pretty good news for all of y'all. You may find this hard to believe, but I can play this for you if I didn't fuck it up. Wait a minute. Recents. Fuck. Here we go. Guys, I'm improving. Hang on. What? Hang on. Shit. Bam. All right. Hold for processing. I didn't queue it up, but I know what to do. All right. First, share. I'm getting better at this, guys, I swear. We're going to play this Downfall movie. Share screen, window. Why is it being so mean to me, guys? Let me try this one more time. Bam. And this is a good opportunity for me to rest my voice. I hope everybody can see this.
Und im Osten ist der Feind bis zur Linie Lichtenberg, Marsdorf, Karlshaus verlinkt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Guys, I just realized I'm going to get so freaking banned for this. Hang on. Give me a break. I'm going to get banned for this. Dead. Guys, I'm going to get banned for that, right? Oh my gosh, right? Am I right about that, guys? All right. Sorry. All right, let's finish. Ooh, I'm going to get banned as hell. Guys, go for all of you who are currently on the Reading Epic Threads YouTube channel. I apologize. I'm going to have to remove this video entirely. So sorry about that. Go to the pgunnels YouTube channel. I can afford a strike. I really can't afford a strike there either. Shit. All right, well, we'll see what happens. It was less than a minute. No, I couldn't see it anyway. Ooh, no, you screwed up. Well, that works out. Did I really screw that up? What a jackass. All right. Couldn't read the subtitles, lol. Couldn't see it anyway. All right, let's keep going. All right, so I'll just read it to you. I think we could skip it. It's the basic. Oh, here we go. From the Führer. They are examining those machines like Hunter examined the carpet for cheese. We are screwed. Nobody believes us anymore. When we say that voter IDs are racist, they don't buy it. The mainstream media's power is fading. Rachel Maddow is crying on live television like a baby. Anons refuse to give up. That stupid Pepe the Frog is memeing our people and humiliating them. I can't believe Biden found a way to trip up a staircase. How many gaffes can one person possibly have in a lifetime? We need to put him back in a basement for the love of God. And now a money trail connects Fauci to the Wuhan lab. So we had to lift the mask mandate. Our guy, Bill Gates, is in trouble now too. Elite pedophiles used to be a conspiracy theory. Now it's mainstream for the sheep to see. We failed. Hillary Clinton was to be the one to finish our 16-year plan, not this senile buffoon. We are having to move everything too fast. It's too obvious. Too many are awake. Now Trump is talking about diamonds being returned. His confidence is rising. There is a boomerang of biblical proportions headed straight towards us. A girl in uniform to a whimpering girl. Keep it together. Let the liberals do all the crying. The Führer. Maybe it's true what they say, that nothing can stop what is coming. It's inevitable that God wins. I've heard the food at Gitmo isn't all that bad. Maybe I can even do some workouts with Michelle. I've heard she can out bench press Barack. And the Führer ends with, wake up Biden from his nap and tell him the news. Our own Saturday Night Live by Pepe Lives Matter. I hope you enjoyed, Patriots. Thank you, Gunnels. Your talent is very appreciated, and you are very appreciated as well. All right. Pat, the subtitles are blocked on the video. Just read it. Just read us the subtitles. Thanks, Barbara Bear, Angel Paste. All right, guys. All right, we're already 40 minutes in, and my voice is already starting to feel the strain. But I get stronger every day. I mean, I'm going all out too. So we're going to do some Wictor threads, and then we're going to call it a day, guys. A thread about, starting with, we're going to start, thanks to Special Ops Kim. Thanks to Special Ops Kim, a thread from socialquadvirum.com. Don't support them. They're run by a real scumbag. Joseph C. Dickerson says, here's what I think is happening. With Orange Man gone, the media and the Democrats have started slowly walking back a lot of the BS they did the past year. Now, all of a sudden, COVID could have come from a lab. There are other examples which I'm sure you can see. Useful lies are being abandoned. America is opening up again. But What if Orange Man is not really gone? What if Thomas Victor is right? What would Trump want? A boiled frog. If you throw a frog into boiling water, the frog leaps out. It is not ready for the sudden shock of the boiling water. The frog is us. We don't like change. Americans are not adventurous risk takers. We like our comfortable lives, and most of us aren't ambitious. As long as we can have the occasional vacation and nice meal, we are content. If Trump had pushed hard to use his bully pulpit to get everyone to see the facts of the theft, it would have been received badly. Not by folks here or hardcore supporters, by Joe Sixpack, the folks whose opinions are shaped for good or ill by media. That, in my opinion, is most Americans, people who need time to adjust to a new reality. And now things are getting back to normal for these people. They aren't quite ready for the boiling water. The water temperature, however, it's rising. The Arizona audit, potential audits in other states, Trump returning to the stage, starting rallies once more. The moment has to be well set. The frog must be comfortable. Timing? Who knows? I'm not a frog. I'm ready for the hot bath already. And that's the thread, my dear friends. To support this channel, paypal.me/Bitcoin Armada. And so what do you say, guys? Do you say I keep the Reading Epic Threads stream up, or should I just delete it? I don't know. I'm going to delete it. It's too much to risk. Bye, Reading Epic Threads, guys. Go see me on the Patrick Gunnels YouTube channel. I'm not deleting. I'm going to leave it. I didn't have any major wrong thinking there. Ooh, only 7 people. It's so freaking badass, guys. I got 128 of you who knew to go someplace other than Reading Epic Threads. Guys, just thank you for being here. It's lovely having this great of an audience. Let me say hi real quick. Don't forget, we're going to be at the Trump rallies, guys. So to support those efforts, you've already funded my trip to the you've already funded my trip more than, I mean, you pay for my meals, my room and board and all that good stuff and the gas. But there's other stuff to come. So paypal.me/Bitcoin Armada, because I'm going to be going to at least 1 or 2 of the first rallies. It's going to be awesome, guys. I'll cover as many of these rallies as you guys want to send me to, for real. All right. So I hope everybody got over to pgunnels@gmail.com. Shove it, Victor. Some people don't like Victor. All right. But I welcome all sorts of people. Another thread about Trump from Slag at socialquadvirum.com. This is in response to Thomas Victor. Thread. You said, okay, this is a person talking to Thomas Victor. You said, I said, and still say, trust the Trump. That's because I researched him. To this day, almost nobody on either side has done so. My research showed me that Trump is capable of finding solutions to all problems. End quote from Victor. It's staggering to me how few people have researched Donald Trump, especially now. All one has to do is read Art of the Comeback, and you'll know the framework of what's going on. I was struck by the statements he posts on his website. They are identical in tone and content to the letters he sent to people who crossed him when he was a real estate mogul in New York. No, really, all you have to do is swap the names and places. Everyone underestimates Trump because they fail to see he thinks and exists outside the box. DC is a box. There are limits to solutions and thinking in that town. The politicians and DC sycophants think Trump is in the box with them. And because they control the box, they own him. Wrong. If DC is a box, Trump is Jeff Bezos. Someday he's going to take that box and shake the shit out of it. DC will never see it coming because no one's ever done it before, and no one from the inside would ever dare. Trump has built a career and a massive fortune by coming up with well-reasoned solutions to impossible problems that no one else sees. When his empire took a massive hit in the early 90s, he called for a meeting with his banks. The bankers all thought he was going to announce bankruptcy. To their shock, he asked for a $50 million loan and then stated his case. No one saw that coming, and it immediately identified who his allies and enemies were. The thing is, if you play ball with him, he'll let you win. If you cross him, he will crush you, and the effects will last for years. When will he shake the box? I have no idea. But he said himself it's going to be this year before 2022. Get ready to shake, baby. It's going to be glorious to see the first class section, DC, scream in abject terror when we hit turbulence. Just know it's the Donald sorting things out and getting even. And that's the thread. Isn't this a lovely day? It's just great. I fucking love steroids. Told you it wasn't my last F-bomb, Joe Pappas. Angelpaste.com, promo code Shapiro. Food-grade plant oils made by Texans, for Texans, all Texans except for the traitor and criminal Greg Abbott. Your skin will drink it up. All right, let's keep going. I can't plug all of the stuff every single time I do a thread because then the stream will take too long. All right. Now we're going to do a Wictor thread. Thanks, of course, to the one and only Special Ops Kim. A thread from Thomas Wictor. A thread for JJ. JJ writes, quote, Dwayne Cates says Trump will be back in office by August. I say, regardless of the fraud revelations, Trump will have to win another election to return to the presidency. All you fucktards screaming at me and blocking me because I don't trust Trump, put up or shut up. End quote from JJ. Thomas responds, I'm sure people block you simply because you disagree with them. Yep. I'm sure you don't call them fucktard or some other witticism before they block you. The fact is, arguing about this is a waste of time. None of us know what Trump is going to do. Some people make predictions. Does that offend you? It sounds like you and a few others are the ones who hate when people disagree with you. Put up or shut up doesn't mean what you think it does. What are they supposed to put up on? If they're not willing to make stupid bets with you, does that make them fucktards? Another fact, a truism actually, is that people who have the strongest opinions about Trump have never bothered to research him. I'm sure that you have never bothered to research him. Therefore, you making a prediction is no different than others making a prediction. You're calling them fucktards for doing the same thing you do. That means you think you're a fucktard. But for some reason, you're still spewing your opinions and predictions. How about you grow up? Is that too much to ask? Is it impossible for you to do? Nobody knows what Trump is going to do. But whatever he does will almost certainly have no antecedent, like him stepping into North Korea without security. He wins because he does things nobody has ever done before. You don't know if he'll have to win another election, so you're not in a position to criticize others for having their own opinions. Fraudulent elections have real-world constitutional and legal consequences. Some people shrug their shoulders and move on to the next election, while others exploit those constitutional and legal consequences, even if nobody has ever done so before. My guess is you're getting blocked because of your belligerence. If you don't want to get blocked, the end. I think we can just interpret that to mean if you don't want to be blocked, don't be a dick. Hey guys, cooperandfrench.com, promo code Shapiro. The CEO is a big fan of the channel, guys. Come on. You gotta shave with it. Smells amazing. Gives you the closest shave you'll ever get. Gives you the most comfortable shave you'll ever get. I will never shave with anything else. cooperandfrench.com, promo code Shapiro. All right. And paypal.me/Bitcoin Armada if you want to support reporting live from all of these amazing events coming right up. All right. Hey, Pence says Victor's a pedophile. He may be onto something. Yeah, I'll never really get over that. Victor calling the Q people pedophiles. All right. All right, let's keep going, guys. All right, a new Victor Trump thread. He may be an asshole, but he's a brilliant writer and he's on our side. All right, a thread by Thomas Victor. Trump thread, very new. A thread by Thomas Victor. All is well. My brother arrived. Let's try this again. My brother arrived late due to road construction, and he was shocked first that I helped him unload his car, and then that I told him I was going to stay and help him. We had a nice long talk about everything except the recent unpleasantness. So as long as I always pretend that things are fine, things will be fine between us. I have no problem with that. You can't expect something when a person doesn't have it in him. He hasn't changed a bit, even though we put each other through the mill. This is the story of my family. I'm the only one who can listen to criticism without getting pathologically defensive. We should have this whole mess wrapped up in about 6 weeks, give or take. So there you go. The benefits of never losing your cool. I've read a lot about people who you can count on in a crisis. What they all have in common is acceptance of any outcome. Trump is also my role model in terms of never cracking under stress. Here's the secret. It's not that you don't feel stress. It's that you don't let those feelings influence your course of action. So I'm good. My brother still doesn't. It's hard to get him to understand how we can make this even easier on each other. It may be that he's simply going to do what he's going to do. You know why this is so eerie? He sees this issue so clearly in others. We used to talk about it all the time. I didn't understand that he was just talking about himself. My current takeaway from the past 5 years is that way too many people have no idea how to do anything. They're just faking it. This here is funny. From YouTube. CNN forced to admit that Trump was right all along, except somehow it's all his fault. Leftists project all their own dysfunctions onto others. Trump politicized nothing about COVID. He just didn't want to reveal how he got classified intelligence. But the press is too stupid to grasp that concept. They're all faking every single aspect about their lives, except for their hatred. That is as real as death. Everything that's happening now is Trump continuing to shape the battlefield. The war will be similar to the recent Israel-Hamas war. One side flattens the other without breaking a sweat. Turns out those missiles were Iranian, flying pratfalls. And now Biden has been forced to turn against China. Can you imagine how angry the CCP is? I sense the hidden hand of the orange man. Good times. Good times. And the best is yet to come. Fun fact, somebody named Cheesy Moto is now following me on Twitch, and I just want to thank you, Cheesy Moto. You have a kick-ass name. All right, let's keep going. So, I hate to say this, guys, but I think I'm going to have to call it quits in about, let's say, 5-10 minutes or so, because I can feel my voice starting to give me trouble. Cheesy Moto. Cheesy Moto. I don't know why I like that name so much. All right. So anyway, let's look at this. Porta potty shortage about to hit the fan. Special Ops Kim. But of course, there's a shortage of porta potties in Maine. Royal Flush in South Portland is currently facing a backup of more than 60 porta potties currently on back order. The problem, factories that make them are suffering from constipated plastic supply chains manufacturing issues care of COVID-19. Plus, customers are renting porta potties for longer periods of time because of all manner of impacts of the pandemic. That's news about Quincy from Quincy Quarry News with commentary added. So are they really going to keep? I really hope this article doesn't continue with the effluvium puns. Maine faces a porta potty shortage. Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, can say what it may about leading the way when it comes to presidential elections, but Maine looks to be the first to point out a pending backup dealing with number 2 and perhaps even nationwide care of impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. Between supply chain problems involving plastic feedstocks needed for making new porta potties to increased demand for them as well as longer rentals, one should be prepared for backups in the coming months when heading out and about to relieve oneself of pandemic cabin fever. Guys, I'm going to read every one of these fucking puns. For example, keeping an eye out for a convenient tree as well as packing along a travel-sized packet of baby bum wipes. If that is, one can find a travel-sized container of baby wipes available for purchase. I think that was just delightful. Next, coronavirus may spark a devastating global condom shortage. A global condom shortage is looming as the coronavirus pandemic shutters factories and disrupts supply chains, the world's top maker of the contraceptive said, with the United Nations warning of devastating consequences. By far, the bulk of the world's condom production is located within a geographic triangle bounded by Malaysia, India, and China, a region already hit and likely to be hit even more by the virus. As previously reported by Quincy Quarry, COVID-19 has already given rise to ruptures in the condom supply chain, given all manner of impediments ranging from plant closures to transportation disruptions. While the domestic on-shelves retail inventories of condoms are currently in better shape than is the case with toilet paper and paper towels, it is only a matter of time before established couples will have streamed their brains out, and the urge to merge will drive self-absorbed and self-indulgent working remotely millennials back to swiping right on Tinder and more. In the meantime, condom supplies in developing countries are already far thinner than an extra sensitive wrapper. Who is this fucking guy? Special Ops Kim, send me more from this man. I'm becoming addicted to his puns. For but one example of bad things are for the sexually active overseas, Quincy Quarry's media brethren at Anti-Corruption Digest's headquarters in Manila, the corruption capital of the world, report that it has been impossible to score a condom for weeks, even though major condom producer Malaysia is relatively nearby. So there's that. Mike Hodges, I just want you to know, sir, I approve of you saying, Patrick, it's just a Trojan horse. I do feel slightly violated by all these puns, and yet they're oddly addictive, perversely addictive. All right. Randy Chitwood, haven't seen you in here in a while, bro. The subtitles are obscured, and you will not get banned. It's been seen millions of times. Yeah, Randy, they'll ban me for any such damn thing. They would love to ban my dumb ass. All right. All right, let's do this, guys. I'm so freaking stoked about this. All right, so you know something? Everything else I've got is long as hell, but there's something in Telegram that I made a mental note to. All right, gotta go saved. Is it here? Oh, no, this is the PDF of Peter Duesberg's Inventing the AIDS Virus. We do need to check that out. Guys, Peter Duesberg's Inventing the AIDS Virus was a red pill for me when I was a teenager. So just fun facts for you right there. Now, there is a YouTuber out there who goes by the name Debunk the Funk, and he fancies himself some kind of a scientist, PhD microbiologist for Carnegie Mellon. So he has agreed to come on the Reading Epic Threads channel and debate me on the subject of resolved that SARS-CoV-2 is real, that it causes a well-defined illness, and that both have been established using the scientific method. I will be taking the negative position. It will be June 6th, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can check out his YouTube channel at Debunk the Funk. Let me see if I can find it for you. Get maybe Jill to send out. Give his channel some very, very nice, very polite traffic. I need you guys to be polite to this guy, okay? I want him to come on the channel. We need to talk about this. Debunk the Funk. If you please, my sister has corrected some of my behavior. It's called Debunk the Funk with Dr. Wilson. All right, copy the link address. I'm going to send it to Jill because Jill knows. Jill, if you could just exhort people to be super duper nice. I'm going to be debating this guy June 6th, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Any of you who would like to check out his channel, he made a video specifically about me. I'm all kinds of excited about it, guys. So let's see. I don't know. Sorry about this link. It's kind of shitty. But anyway, that's the link. That's how you spell it. Exhort. How do you spell that? Are you just joking with me? Dude, it's from Shakespeare. The very earth I stand on exhorts me. Oh, anyway, Hamlet, Act 4, Scene 4. All right, so let's see here. That's going to be great, guys. Oh, and I want to put that. There it is. Okay. I don't know how much good that's going to do you guys, but it's Debunk the Funk. So check out his YouTube channel. He makes one video about me. I think it's one of his most viewed videos. Debunk the Funk with Dr. Wilson. So check that out if you please. I would very much enjoy you guys just doing me a big favor and very politely going and talking to him. All right, so let me go ahead and shill for shekels, and then I'll call it a day. Angelpaste.com, promo code Shapiro. Plant-grade food oils, food-grade plant oils. Oil-grade plant food. It's got what plants crave. No, it's got what skin craves. That's what it is. This is Vanilla Rose, and I swear to God, it smells better every time I smell it. These are expensive scents. This is like essential oils that go into this. There's just no cost cutting going on here, guys. That's one of the reasons why you're going to get something that doesn't shave profits off every different area. We wish to sell to each other only in the Patriot community. So it's going to be epic. Ooh, St. Richie's pointing out. Been busy. I'll have St. Richie material tomorrow. Epic. Awesome. Hey, St. Richie, don't forget, go check out, if you guys please. So I'm going to be having a debate with Debunk the Funk. We're going to, I'll probably talk to Dr. Kaufman about it. We'll see how good he is at logical fallacy identification. That'll be fun too. So anyway, very exciting times, guys. Check it out. Check out his stuff. Let me know what you think. pgunnels@gmail.com. I'd like to hear from you on the topic because I will be doing a debate. I'm going to be keeping the debate as polite as humanly possible. It's not my style, I know, but I think it's the best way to go. We at some point have to unite, and he may not be speaking in any trace of good faith, but we're going to assume, for the sake of argument, that he is. So to support this channel and its efforts, please go to paypal.me/BitcoinArmada. Don't forget, June 6th, 1 p.m., Dr. Wilson from Debunk the Funk will be coming on this channel as a respected guest to talk about COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, and how they have both been subjected to the strictures of the scientific method. I think it will be an enlightening thing for all to watch. Check out your Cooper and French, guys. You got to get yourself some Fair Isle Harbor. I'm going to be, actually, I think I'm pretty smooth right now. I don't need to shave tonight, but I'll be shaving tomorrow night for sure. So good stuff, guys. Good stuff. And don't forget jamesmg@verizon.net, because nothing can stop what is coming. It's only $10. They'll never be made again. Never be made again, guys. They're beautiful. This thing, guys, it could be like, this is an artifact from one of the most important eras in human history. And I say that without a trace of exaggeration. Let's pray. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray, and do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast into hell Satan and all evil spirits who prowl about the world seeking the ruin of souls. Amen. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.